The woman kneels at the grave. It's the 3rd anniversary of her fiancé, Fujii's death, but she still can't move on from her sorrow. She then goes to her fiancé's house with deep longing. When flipping through the album left by him, she notices his high school address. A strange thought crosses her mind. She writes down the address and sends a letter to her fiancé in heaven as a tribute. What she doesn't know is that this act will uncover a hidden secret. A few days later, a woman with the same name as her fiancé receives the letter, but she's puzzled. She doesn't know anyone named Eri, but she still writes back, saying she's fine, just a bit sick. To her surprise, she soon receives another letter. The sender not only advises her to take care of herself, but also sends some cold medicine. Such thoughtful care sparks the woman's curiosity about the sender's identity. Meanwhile, Eri tells her good friend, Kia, about the letter. Kia is Fujii's best friend, and has been by Eri's side, protecting her all these years. Seeing Eri still unable to let go of her deceased ex, Kia feels a bit jealous. To get to the truth, Akiha secretly sends a letter on Eri's behalf, to prove that her identity is Fujii. Eri receives a reply. The person sends a copy of their driver's license, confirming that they share the same name as her fiancé. But she's a woman. At this moment, the truth is revealed. Kiha is happy, but Eri feels disappointed. She tries to convince herself that this is her deceased boyfriend's letter, that way she can have something to look forward to in life. But Akiha shatters her good dream. To help Eri finally move on, Akiha suggests they meet this female version of Fujii. So they quickly travel to the other city and follow the address from the letter to find Fujii's house. But by coincidence, she's not home. Eri waits outside and writes a letter. She places it in the mailbox, and at that moment, she decides to completely let go of the past. But on the way back, they pass by a taxi, and inside it is the female Fujii. When she sees the letter, Eri is already far away. They get in the same taxi, and the driver is surprised to look at Eri through the rearview mirror. He says the woman who was just in the car looks exactly like her. Fujii reads the letter and finally understands everything. It turns out that she shares the same name as Eri's boyfriend. She suddenly remembers a male classmate from high school. Thinking of this, she immediately writes back to Eri, guessing that classmate must be Eri's boyfriend, and she offers all the information about him. She rides her bike to mail the letter, but just as she's about to leave, Eri sees her, seeing the woman who looks so much like her, and recalling what the taxi driver said, she instinctively calls out. When Fujii turns around, Eri is stunned. The woman really looks exactly like her, but the crowd slowly swallows Eri. Fujii doesn't notice her. Watching her retreating figure, Eri seems to suddenly understand something.